The question of the day today is, would I be a traditional wife if I had no children? Would I stay at home when you're first married before you have children? The quick, short answer, easy answer for me is no, absolutely not. There's always exceptions to the rule, but no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't advise my daughter to do it. I wouldn't advise my daughter-in-laws to do it. No, now is the time to prepare. If you want children, if that is what you want your future to hold, now is the time when you have dual income to prepare. Save 100% of your salary. If you're going to be the stay-at-home parent, the stay-at-home mom, save 100% of your salary, because when you do stay at home, you're not going to have that salary. Now is the perfect time. Pay off debt, pay down your house, have zero debt. I am completely against debt. I know that you're going to have a mortgage, probably a car payment, but other than that, zero debt. And now before you have kids, you take your husband's income. Can you comfortably live off his income alone? Now this is before you have children, so you don't even have the expenses of children. This may be a wake-up call for you. Maybe you can't financially be a stay-at-home trad wife. Maybe you have to lower your expectations of what your lifestyle will be once you decide to cut down to one salary and stay at home with your children. Kids are expensive, very expensive. If you want to be a trad wife and stay at home, I think in this day and age, there's no excuse not to have a side hustle, not to have a side gig of any sort that will bring you in some income. As simple as, if you're going to stay home with your children, have a little daycare and look after other people's children, even one other child. It will bring in a little bit of income for you and help with all those extras, those Christmas presents. Any small little bit of income can help. Do something online. Start a YouTube channel. Start earning income online with different ways to do that. Research what is your passion. Do you like decorating cakes? Start a YouTube channel decorating cakes while your kids are napping. Start a cleaning channel, how you clean, how you keep your house, how people like to see how-to videos. They like to see how to stay at home with your kids, how to make side money. If you're making any money restoring furniture, doing DIYs, Dollar Tree hacks, there's so many ways now online to make a little bit of extra income to ease that burden, because it is a burden. It is a huge financial responsibility if you only have one income. You have to prepare now before you have kids. What happens if there's unemployment with that one income that you have? What happens if there's a disability? Now is the time during the calm, before the kids, when you have a dual income, to prepare for those things. So if you don't have kids, my advice to you would be, don't stay at home. I kind of almost don't understand what you would do with your time all day. If your husband was out working and you were at home, once you've done all the traditional things, prepared for supper and cleaned your house, and I don't know what you would do with your time. So use this time now, because once you have kids, you're not going to have a lot of free time. Use this time now before kids to prepare to have kids. I find nowadays with my children in their 20s, their friends are getting married. They spend more time worrying about their wedding day, their honeymoon, their bachelor parties, their bachelorette parties. Everything's got to be Pinterest worthy. They spend more time worrying about that than they do finances for the day after the wedding, the day they come home from the honeymoon and it's back to reality. Finances are huge. Big cause of divorce is finances. And if you are a stay-at-home mom, and if you are a traditional wife, I'm not saying you have to prepare for divorce, but what would happen to you in a divorce? Then what? When the poop hits the fan and you're getting divorced and you've only had one income and you haven't kept your skills up and you don't have a side hustle, what are you going to do? Prepare now. When the weather's good, everything's calm, prepare. Not saying it's ever going to happen, but prepare for it now. That's my advice to you. Don't stay at home and be a traditional wife if you don't have children. Prepare for the future now before you have children. Much harder to do once the children arrive and you run into the reality of the situation. Think about it now, plan for the future. My advice to you as a trad wife myself, someone who stayed home with the kids, that is my advice to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.